One of the most annoying things to buy as a videographer is a variable ND filter. There are so many options out there, and the worst thing about variable ND filters is the color shift. A lot of VND filters normally give a green warmish tint to your videos, and even the Peter McKinnon Polar Pro VND filter has a color shift, and them filters cost over £200. And that's why cinema cameras like the C70 or FX6 having built-in ND filters is such a huge game changer when you do take the step up to the cinema world. Well, if you're on a budget and you've already spent a lot of money on your cameras and lenses and accessories, one of the last things that you probably want to buy is a very expensive variable ND filter. Well, that's where K&F Concept come into play with their two options. You've got the Nano X Pro True Color VND, which comes in at around £160, which is still quite expensive. But they also have the Nano X True Color VND, which is coming in at under £100. And that is the filter that we're going to be talking about today, and to see if you can really get true accurate colours with a variable ND filter under £100. And this isn't just a VND filter, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So the first test I done was in my back garden, and I just wanted to see what the colours look like with and without the filter. And straight away, as you can see, I actually think the colours look really nice, and it looks very similar to the one without the filter. And to get it the exact same colour, I think all I had to do was add 50 temperature to the warm side in DaVinci Resolve, and I think it looks pretty accurate so far. The main thing what I had to do to be able to get the same exposure was I had to crank the aperture on the one without the filter to f7 or f8, and the aperture with the filter on was f2.8. So ignoring all the colours at the minute, I would much rather have the look of the filter because I'm getting that cinematic shallow depth of field with that lovely bokeh in the background. Leave a comment down below, can you notice a difference, and if you can, which one do you prefer? So far so good, but I am going to be doing some more tests over the next week to see if this variable ND filter really is the best filter to buy under £100. But this time we're going to be doing it in a slightly better location. Now we're down here in sunny Cornwall, and like I said earlier, this isn't just a variable ND filter because it's also got a built-in CPL filter, which is a circular polarizer. So a circular polarizer is great to remove reflections from like car windows and also the sea, and it also gives it really nice punchy colours when you're shooting into the sky. If it's a bit hazy, it will remove all that haze. So the fact that that's built into this VND filter is absolutely amazing, and that's one reason why I was very interested. So let's put this filter to the test, put it on my 24-70 Tamron 2.8 and my 70-200 in beautiful sunny Cornwall, and let's see if this is the perfect filter under £100 and if it's worth it to you. So far I have to say the performance of this filter has been amazing. The colours from what I've done so far have been really accurate, and I've not tweaked many of the settings at all. The build quality is amazing. So far I'm having a great time using this filter. We will see obviously when it comes to it on the big calibrated screen back in the studio at home what the colours look like, but what I have noticed on the photography side of it is that there is, especially at 24mm, there has been a bit of vignetting around the corners. It's easily removable. Let's get back to the studio, see what the colours look like, and actually see if this filter is the best filter under £100. Okay, what an amazing trip that was to Cornwall. I had such a great time and I got some really nice footage. And looking back on it, using this filter, I think the colours look amazing. I think it looks really close to without the filter from what I remembered all the times that I've been shooting with my R6 Mark II. And I'm actually thinking about potentially getting another one in the future, because when I do have to have two cameras at the same time, like at a wedding, when I'm shooting my R6 II and my R7 and I'm outside, well, I'm gonna need two filters. I generally think this is one of the best filters you can buy, and I'm amazed at the price point. The only thing I have noticed is there's a little bit of vignetting around the corners in some video, not all video, but some of the videos, and looking back on the colours, they just pop in, they look so good, and I'm really impressed with this filter. I think it looks really good. From what I've noticed, the only thing it might be in some scenarios is it might be a little bit too cool, but what you got to do is up the warmth in post anyway, which I do that a lot anyway, because I like that look. And another one that I'm really interested in looking at is this lens, the variable ND 1:5 stop, but it's also got a Pro Mist filter on as well. I love my Pro Mists. Leave your comments down below what you actually think of it. Do you think it looks nice? Do you think it looks true color? And like I said, without this filter, you'll be cranking your aperture or your shutter speed. You'll either be getting not as much cinematic depth of field with the aperture, and if you crank your shutter speed, then it won't look natural. It will just look super sharp and weird. That's why you want a filter, and having a filter that gives you true color is really hard to find, and I think K&F Concept have done an absolutely amazing job with this filter. I love the build quality, I love the optical performance, I love the colour, I love the little case it comes in. I'm just loving everything about it so far, and I won't be using my other one because my old filter was like a 1 or 4 to 400. You can really shut off a lot of light into that, but it had the most insane green color shift. So if you do want to buy this filter, I will leave the link in the description below for you to go purchase. This video is also brought to you by Artlist. All of the music, the transitions, the templates, everything in this video has been used from Artlist. So if you do want some of the best music, sound effects, templates, footage as well, they even do raw and log footage. And please use the link in the description below to get 2 months free off an annual subscription. Thank you, Artlist. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See you later.